Today I'm going to be playing some Mill Warlock with Rin, Orchestrator of Doom. She's a 5-mana Death Rattle minion that makes both players draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, and then destroy 2 cards from their deck. I did play this deck a couple months ago, but the recent mini set gave it some pretty powerful new tools. First, there's Reverberations, a 3-mana spell that copies a minion, and then makes the copy and the original both die anytime they take damage. So basically, that's a way to give us another Rin that mills another 4 cards from the opponent. And combine that with cards we already had, like Habeas Corpses to resurrect Rin, and Shallowgrave to double her Death Rattle, we have even more milling potential now. The other big addition from the mini set is Thanatim, Lord of the Opera, a 30-mana 15/15 with Lifesteal and Taunt that says its cost is equal to the number of cards in your deck. Now, I am playing Renathal in this deck, so Thanatim is actually 40 mana to start with. But once we've gone through a few Rins, burned through 12 or 16 cards in the deck, it's not too hard to get the Thanatim down to a playable mana cost. The hardest part is just not milling it with Rin. I think this build is definitely better than the version I played a couple months ago, but it's still not great, which is probably a good thing because it's not great to be on the receiving end of a mill deck. Love Rin. Try to find a little bit of early game to curve into the Rin. Love Armor Vendor. Reverb on Rin, maybe. Wow, they spent their turn 1 dealing 1 damage, but I can simply gain 4 armor. How pathetic. Okay, it is aggro. Just play for board as hard as possible. I think Rin is pretty unlikely to survive to get reverberated, and there's no way I'm just waiting for turn 7. But maybe Habeas Corpses. No way I play Suffocating Shadows here. Could go for Plague Eruption, but I think it's a pretty good card in the matchup. Seems like a tap pass kind of turn. And then I will usually be coining out Rin, but not necessarily. Keep in mind, Rin does power up the Plague Eruption, and she can activate the Suffocating Shadows. So she has some pretty good synergies with the hand as well. Another Walloper. Oh god. I'm pretty sure they still have another Rush the Stage card, which means they're guaranteed to have Helveria in hand. Which means I might have to Hellfire here. Say I play Rin. This goes in, they hero power it. They have 6, 10, 15, I think. Wait, that's really not that bad. Maybe I play Rin.
I'm not getting any younger.
Could also just reverb one of these 5/5s to trade. I kind of want to just play Rin, though. I might regret this, but I think it's kind of decent.
My torment is my peace.
As long as I have either Hellfire or Plague Eruption next turn, I should be fine. Okay, Dispose of Evidence. That was probably not good. Because now they're going to end up with no cards in their hand after Rin dies. Oh wait, this was probably a better way to trade, yeah. I think I take 18 here. Happy to see them lose Wretched Exile. And I do Drain Soul, which is really good at cleaning up whatever lives here. They're still showing a big minion, but I've got like Fellstream Heart plus Hellfire, and they're pretty low on cards.
My blood boils for war.
Should be a Harp Hellfire pretty easily. Oh, Habeas Corpses. Maybe I should have just Habeas Corpse here. Is it guaranteed to hit Ren? I also played Armor Vendors. I think that's it though, so I think it is guaranteed. Super winning on fatigue, so I don't need to worry about anything. I guess I just pass. The Habeas Reverb, it is also a board clear, so I'd like to use it for that. Okay, opponent's getting some cards. And more cards. Probably should just go ahead and play the Wrens here, because they're running out of cards to mill. I guess I tap for the 2 health here. Oh, they lost Steno. Alright, opponent has 4 cards to win the game. And I do have Gigafin and Symphony to help out. One of the cards they have remaining is probably another Glavetar. And then an Illidari Studies. Not sure what the final card is. Maybe like Pozic or something. I think they usually only play 1 rush the stage, don't they? I could be wrong about that. Ah, Bellerin. I knew it was probably a legendary. Should be an easy Gigafin here. Although maybe it's... maybe if I draw into something, it could be Sheep. They still had a security? Oh no, that was off Bellerin. Siphon Soul. So I could go Sheep, Sheep, Siphon Soul my Sheep. But it's probably just the big fish. It's definitely possible that they have like double eye beam to kill Gigafin here, but then I can just do the sheep stuff. Very unfortunate. But they did spend all of their outcast. This should be a Glavetar, yeah. Alright, I think double Sheep Siphon Soul ends the game. Very nice. I think Finley's worth keeping. I really need to find Ren.
I see you brought guests.
Probably tapping Finley next turn.
You here for the tour? Shuffle off.
Alright, get rid of my Rinless hand. Looks like I still didn't draw Rin though, which is very sad. So many cards, and yet they're just not good. I guess this is my whole turn. Get reverbed, idiot. I'm taking a lot of damage, but I can easily heal most of it back up.
You here for the tour?
I think Hellfire is lethal. I can go face for 10, I can Shallow Grave for another 12. I guess I could Siphon Soul for another 6. As much as I would like to tap for Hellfire, I think I probably am supposed to just do this. Wait. But then I want to double trade into this, so I wouldn't be able to Shallow Grave, so I guess I can start with tap anyway. Hey, look who's back up to 26.
We're not done with you yet.
Oh, I was so close to the Hellfire lethal. What a tragedy. Pretty likely they can deal with Gigafin, but I do have Twisting Nether. Okay. Well, looks like they couldn't deal with Gigafin. So we may have stumbled into a Rin game. What? You didn't attack. I've got 23, 26. Not really, because this dies. So 23. I think it's just time for Rin Shallow Grave. Discarding Suffocating Shadows would be great here. Oh, those were some good discards. It's hard at a glance to know who lost what. Alright. And somehow I still have my Habeas Corpses. It's not guaranteed to hit Rin, but it can. Although, I don't have a Shallow Grave or a Reverb to go with it, which is kind of sad. I might do just a little bit of Arson here. Everyone loves a good old arson, don't they? Oh wait, this Fellstring Harp is annoying for arson. I do want Thaddeus to be dead, though. What if I go Smack, Hellfire, Arson, Tap? Could throw in a Habeas Corpses. Whiffed. Might have been a smoother way to do this if the Habeas was a whiff. Obviously, I was hoping to hit Ren. But I got a 4-7 out of it. Not bad. Losing my Ajara and my Symphony sucks. I'm actually losing on fatigue now. That sucks a lot. This is probably just a taunt.
I'm not getting any younger.
This can still pull an enhanced Dreadlord.
I'm not getting any younger.
Just another 4-7, you know? I need to look at a list for that deck. Do they play Nether? They probably play Gigafin. I think I can play Phantom without much consideration. The list I'm looking at actually doesn't even play Gigafin, which seems a bit crazy to me. Nice, a 4-4. Seemed like they could have Finley'd before trading this to hit Enhanced Dreadlord. That's 6-6. I can tap to get through it, which is probably worth it, even though I'm losing on fatigue, because I am just beating them to death with this 15 power minion.
I'm not getting any younger.
Probably was supposed to lead with Fellstring Harp, but we don't talk about it. Nice. Even if I was losing on fatigue, they were so much lower on health that they were probably still kind of losing on fatigue.
Thompson versus Rokara. I'm not too young to rock. Clear the stage.
Could keep Armor Vendor, but I don't think I need to. Really just want to find Ren. Okay, Phantom is getting close to playable, down to 36.
I see you've brought guests.
My hand kind of doesn't do anything, to be honest, but I'm sure we'll draw some playable cards soon. Any day now, even. I might regret tossing that Defile, but I don't know, I need to be able to life tap. I think I have enough single target removal that I can afford to use one on a 3-5. Most of their big minions are going to kill me before they can be siphon sold anyway. Hate to see that on 5, but it was expected. Defile should be pretty useless at this point because they're not going to have anything that actually dies to it. Oh, not finale. What an amateur mistake. There are definitely a handful of spells I could draw that would activate my Queen Ajara. That's scary. Alright, looks like Queen Ajara is not active this turn, but that's fine. She's active next turn. They have two of those, so they're obviously playing around Twisted Nether here. Might just be burning a Hellfire here. I'll dump the Hellfire anyway. So I can go Queen Ajara and play the Colossal next turn, but I might want Ring of Tides to have a 1-mana Twisting Nether. Alright, this is going to be my Nether. What a pathetic minion. But there are two of them. I guess it's just Queen Ajara, double Siphon Soul.
We have plotted long enough. Now we run.
Cool. Killed both minions, developed my own minion, and healed for 6. I still have a Suffocating Shadows, and I have the Reverberations Mortal Coil combo. They might have another Naga Giant. Okay, I can reverberate something that life steals. Probably just play these 3 cards and life tap, I guess. I don't think there's much reason to. Habeas Corpse. Maybe I should Finley here. I don't think my hand is that good, other than having another Reverb Coil combo. But I can draw into another Gigafin, Siphon Soul, lots of stuff that's worthy of replacing that. Hey, I got Ren. Got the Ren and the Fin. Probably gonna mill the Gigafin here, but I think it's worth it. I did lose the Gigafin, but they lost a big minion. They lost another big minion. They lost Symphony. Trench Stalker. Oh, double Trench Stalker. Excellent. Probably don't want to life tap. They lost. They've gone through almost all of their big threats, I feel. Maybe an Olgra would be their final charger. Hopefully I don't mill my Siphon Soul here. Oh, they still had a big Sword Eater. No, my Phantom. I do have Siphon Soul. What does ETC get in this matchup? Or in that deck, rather? I'm kind of scared. What can I expect out of Habeas Corpses? I don't really want Ren. I think the Habeas Corpses is kind of bad.
I'm not getting any younger.
Alright, I guess that was probably about as good as the Habeas Corpses could have been. The highlight of this turn is I shuffled a Siphon Soul into my deck. Oh, that's very annoying. That's kinda strong. Okay, I'm gonna have to tap for Siphon Soul, or not. I can simply play Siphon Soul. I can tap to try to find Rivendare for next turn, I guess. I don't really know if I care about that, though. Maybe I do. The main thing about Rivendare is it just gives me actual cards to play, like a rush minion. Six Unwell card. Why is this a... Oh, it gets buffed by this. Am I supposed to Shallow Grave this minion? I don't think so. It would give me more threats, but... I mean, there's not much point in doing that when the threats I have win the game guaranteed. Uh-oh. I'm at 14. Hopefully this can kill something. It sure can. They only have 2 more Sunwell cards. I think it's pretty unlikely they have more damage. Although I don't think I've seen a Verse Riff yet. Maybe I'm just dead to a couple of those. Did they just not play Verse Riff? Or is my deck tracker wrong? Lifesteal. Alright. Seems like if I wasn't dead last turn, I'm winning this game. Very, very nice.